Tonight, another of the owners of a southern Colorado funeral home where nearly 200 bodies were found is awaiting sentencing. Carie Hallford pled guilty to a federal charge just weeks after her husband, John Hallford, did the same. And as part of the plea agreement, Carie Hallford admitted that she knowingly participated in a plan to deceive families and said she often lied about cremation or burial. 11 News reporter Elena Tomish is in studio with me here. And Elena, even though this case is moving along, family members of the victims say to us they still want to know why.
Adam, I spoke with one local attorney today who tells me the motive behind Carie's actions doesn't necessarily need to be answered in order to satisfy the plea agreement.
It has become very clear and evident that we will not get information about the case unless it goes to trial.
Many family members of the victims of the Return to Nature case have more questions than answers after Carie Hallford, co-owner of the Return to Nature funeral home, pleaded guilty to a charge of conspiracy to commit wire fraud. You may remember investigators say they found nearly 200 improperly stored bodies inside a funeral home Carie and her husband John owned in Penrose. Now, Carie Hallford admitted she knowingly participated in the plan to lie to families.
She has at least stated is that she and her husband engaged in some sort of conspiracy in order to have folks sign up for their services for cremation or burial of persons and loved ones. And essentially they took money, but they never actually came through with either the burial or the cremation.
Carie Hallford is facing a maximum of 20 years in federal prison, with her defense team and prosecutors both recommending a 15-year sentence with 3 years of supervised release afterward. Victims' family members say that's not enough time.
My son laid in the corner of an inoperable refrigerator for 4 years. 20 years doesn't begin to count for justice, even for my sole son.
And even with this agreement, Robertson says there are still many details that may stay in the dark.
There may be some answers there, but unfortunately, the critical question of why did you do this to me? Why did you do this to my family? Unfortunately, they may not get the answer to that question.
Now, John Hallford has already been sentenced for 20 years in prison, and Carie is scheduled to be sentenced in early December. Again, that's in the federal case. Adam.
Yeah, more to come in this case. We'll keep following it. Elena, thank you.